So you're sitting in an investor meeting and they're asking you what campaigns drove the most revenue in the last 3 months, based on which the next 50 lakhs worth of ads will be spent. So now you can either wait for an analyst to give you these numbers, or you can directly ask these questions from QuerySafe Intelligence that runs on your data and resides within your own BigQuery warehouse. So when I asked it what campaigns drove my most revenue, it showed me the exact campaign name, the exact revenue it drove, and the number of orders across which the revenue is distributed. It also gave me the other recent campaigns in the last 3 months, as well as the long tail keywords or long tail campaigns that also brought us these orders. So not only did it give us the answer to the question we were asking, it also gave us supporting data and the key takeaways from our data. Now you want to understand what are our top acquisition channels and what is the LTV for those channels. So it tells me WhatsApp is my top channel and the 90 days repeat rate is 45%. This in itself is a very powerful insight that an analyst or a team takes days to put into a dashboard or to get to you. So, and with every data query, it also gives you the business insight as to how you can utilize this data to make your campaigns better and more intelligent. And with every answer that QuerySafe gives you, it also gives you the validation query, the source table it used, the number of rows it scanned, the date range it took, and the exact SQL query that was added. So you don't have to rely on the numbers. You can send this query to your analyst and they can run it and verify it for you if you ever doubt the numbers. So not only do we have an AI intelligence, there is a governance layer sitting on top of it that keeps a number grounded. So the people who might think their AI hallucinates a number or gives non-grounded answers or gives answers by just imagining numbers. This is not the case with QuerySafe. Yeah. So now some people might be might some people might think that this would leak their PA data, or if someone who is not authorized to access the customer email IDs, they might ask for a question that will expose the PII data for the customers. So any data that is shown by QuerySafe will always have PII masked by default. So it will always show an aggregation and anonymize the customer's ID. So you see, we have the customer's email ID in our database, but it is anonymizing it and masking it with a separate ID, and it is showing us what are the total number of orders, total LTV for each users, what was the acquisition channel, and other business insights. All of these data is spread across multiple tables. So QuerySafe joins different tables based on the type of query that we ask and then gives us a grounded answer that can be validated using an SQL query that it shares. Not only can it give you the data that your business has collected, but it can also predict the revenue that you will do or other metrics based on the previous data. So as for the current trajectory, I have data till February 2026, and based on that, it has predicted the revenue for March 26, which is around 2.26 lakhs, and the current run rate in February was 2 lakhs. And it gives me the March projection, the bear and bull case, the business insights, and how has my business been running in past 2 years. Thank you.